Hey, what's up? In this video, I'm going to share a secret with you. A secret that's going to give you some serious power. I'm talking so much power that you won't even have time to respond to all the girls checking you out. You'll have loyal friends who form a brotherhood with you for life. And you'll build social circles and connections like you're some kind of celebrity. Everyone's going to respect you. And promotions? They'll just become part of your everyday routine. This extraordinary power I'm going to give you today is what I call psychopathic confidence. Forget everything you've ever heard about self-confidence because in this video, I'm going to take you deep inside your own mind and into the minds of others, transforming you from just another regular person into someone who can conquer the world on their own. Look, a person who's confident in themselves simply trusts who they are. All those phrases like stand up straight, speak up, do this, do that, those are just outcomes of self-confidence. But real confidence, it comes from deep within you. It exists inside you without you even thinking about it consciously. And when we're talking about the subconscious, we're talking about something you can't just control directly. You can't just wake up one morning and be like, I am confident, and boom, you're done. Confidence needs to be planted deep inside you, and only then will you notice that your whole life has changed. So how do you plant this confidence? If we're going to explain self-confidence, it's basically this. A person who's confident in themselves has self-sufficiency. They don't need other people's approval. They know exactly why they're capable and qualified. This is the principle I want you to really focus on. Here's the thing. We humans love talking about ourselves. People are obsessed with their own personalities, and everyone wants to share their life experiences, their adventures, their achievements to prove themselves and find their place among others. Everyone except one person, the one who doesn't need other people's approval. The person who's already established their place in society. The person who's self-sufficient and confident. This is the person who earns respect and acceptance without even looking for it. For example, if you buy a new car, it doesn't mean you got to tell everyone you meet about it. Or if you get a promotion at work, you don't need to bring it up over and over again. Or if you visit Paris, you don't have to tell everyone you run into that you've been to Paris. In other words, keep your achievements to yourself. And even if you feel that urge to brag, resist it. Stay quiet and let people discover it on their own. Let's say you bought a new car and you're hanging out with someone. Don't say, oh yeah, I bought a new car. Wait for an opportunity to say something like, hey, do you need a ride? And if that opportunity doesn't come up, there's no need to mention it. I know this example might seem kind of weird or a bit robotic, but generally speaking, don't try to prove yourself directly. Trust me, your qualities and achievements will inevitably get noticed. There's no need to tell people about them. And when they find out on their own, they'll value you way more than if you just told them yourself. But here's the key. You should do this for yourself because you've made that decision, not to get people's admiration. Self-confidence is about you, not about how others see you. I'm not sure how else to put this, but simply put, don't try to prove yourself. Don't go up to someone and say, I'm smart, or I don't lie, or I'm confident. Let people discover who you are through your actions and accomplishments. One of the key differences between a regular person and a confident one is this. The regular person hides their weaknesses and shows off their strengths, while the confident person hides their strengths and turns their weaknesses into strengths. The first thing you need to do is accept those weaknesses, not just with words, but with genuine internal acceptance. For example, let's say you're short. Look, this can be considered a weakness. Let's be realistic and honest with ourselves. Being short is often seen as a disadvantage. What I want you to do here is ask yourself, is being short something I can control? The answer is no. You're short, and you're going to remain short for the rest of your life. If you keep running away from this fact, it's going to cause you problems. But if you accept your height, no one will be able to use it against you. If someone says, you're short, you can simply reply, yeah, I'm short. So what? There are plenty of short people who've achieved great things. History is full of examples of incredible individuals who were short. Another example, if your hair starts falling out and you're going bald, shave it off and accept yourself as you are. Be proud of your flaws. Don't be afraid to show them, and don't try to present this perfect image all the time. Laugh at yourself and take pride in your imperfections. If someone tells you you're a liar, don't try to justify yourself by saying, "No, I don't lie," and getting into all the details. Just say, "Yeah, I lie," and go on with your day without giving it much thought. If someone says you're stupid, say, "Yeah, I'm stupid." If they say you're fat, reply, "Yeah, I'm fat." And don't worry about other people's opinions. If you have a flaw, accept it and be proud of it. Look, aside from the whole discussion on self-confidence, if you have a flaw, the first thing you need to do is accept it. Don't resist it. If you consider yourself unattractive, stand in front of the mirror and say, "Yes, I'm unattractive," and then carry on with your life. When you accept your flaws, anyone who tries to bring them up or use them against you will find that you just don't care. In turn, they'll sense your inner confidence. Confidence is an internal game. You need to understand this. We humans communicate way more through emotions than through words. Words only make up a small part of communication. Your feelings about your flaws are transmitted to others, and they'll automatically feel that you're confident if you've accepted your imperfections. So right now, I want you to think about any flaw you have, accept it and say, "This is who I am." Of course, if it's something you can change, then go ahead and do it. For example, if you're overweight, you should start exercising and eating healthy. I think you get the idea. Give yourself value, especially when you're around other people. How do you give yourself value? Take what I'm about to tell you, internalize it, and remind yourself of it every single day. First of all, no one knows who you are or what you're truly like. For example, if you're sitting in a meeting, you shouldn't feel inferior to the people around you. You might actually be less accomplished than others, but the truth is, no one knows that. There could be someone else in the room in a way worse situation than you, but because they give themselves a high sense of self-worth, people around them perceive them as important and have no idea about their reality. What am I trying to say here? Give yourself value because the people around you don't know anything about you. Even if you've got little money in your pocket, act as though you're a person of great importance in society. If you rate yourself a 6 out of 10, bump it up by 2 points and give yourself an 8 out of 10. You've got nothing to lose. When we talk about value, we also need to address social media. The new generation lives in a world of Instagram and TikTok. For example, a 19-year-old girl might spend 4 hours a day on Instagram. She sees pictures and videos of people living the life she dreams of. She sees her friend traveling, others having adventures, while she's just sitting at home all day. This feeling starts to creep inside her, making her feel less than others. Even though social media is full of illusions, the girl who looks beautiful is often using filters and makeup. The person who appears to be traveling all the time might be on their only trip ever. Everyone shows the best side of their life, making it look way better than it really is. This makes us lower our self-worth. So, my friend, remember that what you see on Instagram is just an illusion. Don't let it affect you or make you feel inferior to others. You're better than all those images you see. Remember that those people showing off a perfect life are often lying to you. This isn't their true life. Don't let these illusions bring you down or lower your self-esteem. Nothing in life gives you value. It's you who gives value to yourself. So whether you're with your coworkers or with girls, remember what I'm telling you right now. The value others give you is the value you give yourself. Don't be stingy. Give yourself a high value. No matter how you see yourself, raise that self-worth a little. You deserve more. Before we wrap up, I want to cover something important. To explain it, I'll start with an example. Let's say you enjoy listening to rap music, and someone comes up to you and says, "I like listening to pop music. What do you like to listen to?" In that moment, don't say, I also like pop, just to agree with them. Don't say, pop is great, when in reality you can't even stand listening to it. Simply say, I like rap. Now, a few scenarios might play out. There are two possibilities. Either the person will say, is rap even music? It's just nonsense, and criticize you. Or they might ask, have you ever listened to pop? In the first scenario, if they criticize rap music, as someone who's confident in yourself, you'd simply say, I like it. Or you might say, maybe it's nonsense to you, but I enjoy rap. The important thing is, don't try to say, I listen to pop sometimes, or change your opinion, or lie just to go along with them. At the same time, don't feel the need to defend rap like you're in some kind of battle. Don't say, rap is great. Millions of people listen to it. It's real art. Just say, I like it, and be confident in your choices without needing to defend or change them. In the second scenario, if they ask, do you like pop? And you actually don't like it, just say, no, I don't like pop. If they start defending pop or attacking rap, stick to the same idea. I don't like pop because it's not my taste. And that's it. Don't try to justify yourself or get into a long discussion to convince them that pop isn't good or that everyone has their own preferences. Simply say, I don't like it, and leave it at that. The point is, you don't need other people's approval. You need to fully understand this, and not just follow this advice like a robot. Tell yourself honestly, I don't need other people's approval, and I don't need everyone to like me. I have my life, and I know my own worth. And here we are, the end of the video. Always remember to give yourself value, and don't wait for anyone else's approval. If you want me to continue with this series on social skills, let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one.